So, AirTran actually copied us a lot. They did a lot of the things that we did. So before we purchased AirTran, I probably would have said AirTran.
Okay.
They fly the same aircraft. They believe in really treating the customer good. And now maybe JetBlue might be one of them. I think they're the ones that have like all business class. So people like that. They like that little bit of extra service. But with us having bags fly free and everybody else having to pay for their bags, we're really kind of up at the top as far as choices for people to travel. And we hear people all the time say, I flew X, Y, and Z, and I'll never do that again. I'm so glad to be back flying with Southwest Airlines. And, we're proud of that. We're proud that, we treat the customers like they're in our home, and that give them as, best customer service that we can. So I would say, I don't know, you don't want to be cocky about it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be too proud about it because that doesn't get you anywhere. But we do definitely have, we've got a corner on what the customers really like, in my opinion.
Sounds good. And you mentioned gas.
Right.
Southwest saved a lot of money when they hedged gas.
Yes.
Back in the day. Now, I believe did that hedging expire?
Well, I think 2013 officially is the last year.
Okay.
So we pretty much, yes, saved a lot of money. But then you also have to remember last year, sometime this year, the oil went down to like $30 a barrel for a very short time. And because every year we had to hedge with a little bit higher, we did end up losing a little bit this year with the fuel hedge. So, you really are taking a big risk when you do that. Our risk paid off.
Yes.
But leaps and bounds, like in the billions. And see, Gary Kelly, who's our CEO now, he was our CFO at the time that all this hedging went on. And that was like amazing. It was amazing.
Is there any future? Are you guys going to be future hedging again? Or
I think now that they're really going to have to look at it closely.
Okay.
Because I think now with everything being so volatile and not really knowing where we're going with the energy and all that, they may just kind of try to ride it out.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, question we had was, is it easy to start an airline?
Well, the way Herb Kelleher did it back 41 years ago was a lot of work because back then they still had deregulation? They were regulated. And you had your people like Continental Airlines at Intercontinental in Houston. You had your American Airlines at DFW in Dallas. And, we just wanted to come in and do intrastate travel. We just wanted, it's all about the triangle, the Houston, San Antonio, Dallas triangle. And the theory was that you would compete against the automobile.
Okay.
So people could get in an airplane, get there in a quicker time, and basically for virtually the same price. So I would say yes, it's very difficult in today's economy, to try to do a startup airline. Most of the startup airlines that have come within the last, 10 or 15 years were Southwest employees that left the company, did a 5-year no-compete clause, and then started up.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's smart.
Yes, definitely. I've noticed that you don't have assigned seating.
We've never had assigned seating.
Is there any plans on ever having assigned seating?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Once we got past the 9/11 ordeal, where they kind of wanted to know where everybody was on the airplane, we went through a lot of tests and trials and all that to see, if we could us personally, if we could do it in the same amount of time that we do our turns, because the 10-minute turn was where we made our money. Well, then it went to 15, then it went to 20. We're kind of pretty much now doing a 20, 25-minute turn. So it takes longer for people to sit down in assigned seats than it does for open seating. And that's just our niche. You know, that is what we do. That's what we've always done. Most people, if they've never traveled us the first time, they're just like, oh my gosh, you know, not really crazy about that. But then once you get to know our system, it's like, you know, you choose who you sit next to.
Yeah.
You know, most part, you choose who you sit next to, unless, you know, you're the first one. But it's really worked well for us, and I don't think, unless we have to, that would be the only way we would change it, is if the government made us.
Now, there was I was reading that there was a new feature, early bird voucher.
Yes, early bird is, you can pay $10 extra when you make your reservation, 36 hours in advance. They will take you, who paid the $10 extra, and get you your boarding pass.
Okay.
Number, your seat assignment, well, not seat assignment, your boarding assignment. But now that's going to go after all our Business Select is automatically 1 through 15. You pay that extra full fare plus an extra amount to get in Business Select. And then we have what we call our A-listers, and those are our frequent flyers that fly a lot. So let's say you're somebody that flies 30 round trips a year.